Every month, I sit down with my laptop, staring at bills that seem to multiply overnight. It's like a weight on my chest, this constant reminder of my student loans. I feel overwhelmed, like I'm drowning in a sea of numbers and deadlines. It's not just about the money. It seeps into my mental health, affecting my sleep, my relationships, even my joy. I find myself avoiding friends because I can't afford to go out, and that isolation just adds to the stress. But I know I'm not alone in this struggle. It's a journey, and every small step towards financial freedom feels like a victory worth celebrating. The average U.S. student loan debt is over $37,000, but that number barely scratches the surface of what it really means. It's not just a monthly bill. It's a weight that hangs over every decision we make. Think about it. How many milestones have you delayed because of this debt? Buying a house, starting a family, or even taking a dream job that pays less but fulfills you. For many, the reality is that student loans dictate career choices. You might feel pressured to chase higher salaries, sacrificing passion for paychecks. It's a constant background hum of anxiety, a reminder that you're tethered to this financial burden. The mental health impact is staggering. Chronic stress leads to fatigue, headaches, and sleepless nights. You're not just tired, you're exhausted by the worry. Anxiety creeps in, and suddenly, you're consumed by thoughts of the future. What if I can't make the payments? What if I lose my job?
Depression can set in too, leaving you feeling stuck or hopeless. I spoke to a recent graduate named Alyssa, who shared her experience with me. She said, "Every time I think about my loans, my chest gets tight. It's like I can't even enjoy my weekends because I'm thinking about Monday and the bills again." That's the silent tax that debt puts on your peace of mind. It's not just about numbers, it's about the emotional toll that follows you everywhere. You're not alone in this struggle. Many are navigating the same treacherous waters, trying to find a way to balance their dreams with the reality of their financial obligations. The truth is, we need to talk about this. We need to acknowledge the emotional burden that student loan debt carries. It's time to shift the conversation from just numbers to the real lives affected by this crisis. The impact is profound, and it's time we start addressing it head-on.
Debt can feel like an insurmountable mountain, can't it? It taps into two of our deepest fears, the fear of losing security and the fear of never escaping. When you look at that number on your statement, it can feel like a weight pressing down on your chest. It's not just a financial burden, it's a mental one too. When the amount feels unachievable, our brains often freeze. We procrastinate, we avoid, and we tell ourselves that we'll deal with it later. But here's the kicker. This avoidance creates a vicious cycle. We miss payments, which leads to more stress, and then we feel even worse about our situation. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. But let's take a moment to reframe this. The number on your statement does not define your worth, your intelligence, or your future. It's just a number. It doesn't capture your potential or your ability to change your circumstances. Think about it. Every successful person has faced challenges, and many have had to navigate their way through debt. What's crucial is how we respond to this situation. Instead of letting fear dictate our actions, we can take small, manageable steps. Start by breaking down that overwhelming number into bite-sized pieces. Set realistic goals for repayment. Celebrate the small victories along the way, because each payment is a step toward reclaiming your financial freedom. That it's also important to talk about it. Share your feelings with someone you trust. You'd be surprised how many people have been in similar situations. There's strength in community, and sometimes just knowing you're not alone can lift that heavy weight off your shoulders. Remember, your mental health matters. Stressing over debt can cloud your judgment and make it harder to see solutions. Practice self-care. Whether it's through exercise, meditation, or simply taking a break, find what helps you recharge. Debt is a challenge, but it's not the end of the road. It's a chapter in your story, not the whole narrative. You have the power to rewrite your future. So, take a deep breath, acknowledge where you are, and take that first step forward. You've got this. I want to talk about something that affects so many of us, especially young adults: the stress of debt. It's a heavy burden, and it can feel isolating. But one of the most powerful coping strategies is to break the silence. We often hide our struggles because of shame, thinking we're the only ones dealing with this. But trust me, you're not alone. Opening up to trusted friends, family, or even support groups can be incredibly liberating. There are online communities filled with people who understand what you're going through. They share their experiences, offer emotional support, and provide practical tips. Just knowing that others are in the same boat can lighten that load. Next, let's talk about separating self-worth from net worth. It's easy to tie our identity to our financial situation, but that's a trap. Your debt is a financial challenge, not a reflection of who you are as a person. It's crucial to practice affirmations that reinforce your value beyond your finances. Try saying to yourself, "I am capable. I am more than my debt." These statements can shift your mindset and help you see that your worth is inherent, regardless of your financial status. Another effective strategy is to create a mental debt-free zone. This means setting aside specific times to think about and manage your loans. Outside of those designated moments, make a conscious effort to refuse letting debt dominate your thoughts. It's about reclaiming your mental space. When you're not actively managing your debt, focus on things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Engage in hobbies, spend time with loved ones, or dive into a good book. This mental separation can reduce anxiety and help you approach your financial situation with a clearer mind. Remember, coping with debt is a journey. It's not about perfection, but progress. By breaking the silence, separating your self-worth from your net worth, and creating a mental, debt-free zone, you can navigate this challenging time with resilience. You have the power to redefine your relationship with debt and prioritize your mental health. From 14:30 to 15:30, I carve out time for my mind and body. I start with a meditation app that guides me through calming exercises. Just a few minutes of focused breathing helps clear my mind and set a positive tone for the rest of the day. I find that even a simple 5-minute session can reduce anxiety and boost my productivity. After meditation, I incorporate breathing techniques. Inhale deeply for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This not only calms my nerves, but also energizes me. Following that, I dedicate some time to exercise. Whether it's a brisk walk, yoga, or a quick workout, moving my body releases endorphins, which are essential for stress relief. As the clock strikes 15:30, I shift my focus to financial planning. I pull out my laptop and dive into building a realistic repayment plan. Using online calculators, I assess my debts and create a clear picture of what I owe. It's crucial to break down payments into manageable chunks. I explore various repayment programs that might suit my situation, ensuring I'm aware of all my options. This proactive approach not only alleviates financial stress, but also empowers me to take control of my finances. At 16:30, I remind myself that seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness. I consider reaching out to a financial advisor who can provide tailored advice and strategies for my specific needs. Similarly, I think about the benefits of talking to a therapist. Mental health is just as important as financial health, and having someone to guide me through challenges can make a significant difference. As I approach 17:30, I shift gears to think about my life goals. I take a moment to jot down what truly matters to me, traveling to new places, picking up hobbies I've always wanted to try, and nurturing my relationships. Setting these goals keeps me motivated and focused on what brings joy to my life. I remind myself that life is about balance. It's essential to work towards financial stability while also making time for experiences that enrich my soul. At BY 1800 hours, I feel a sense of accomplishment. I've taken steps to relieve stress, manage my finances, and set meaningful goals. This holistic approach not only enhances my well-being, but also keeps me moving forward in life. Every small win counts on the journey to financial freedom. Picture this. You've just paid off a credit card, and that feeling of relief is priceless. Each milestone, whether it's hitting that first $1,000 saved or finally tackling a student loan, deserves celebration. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the progress you're making. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Embrace the journey, keep pushing through the challenges, and let those smiles of achievement fuel your drive. You've got this. If student loan stress has been weighing on you, it's important to remember that your value is not measured in dollars. You are so much more than a balance sheet. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the numbers, the payments, and the pressure, but let's shift that perspective. Think about all the skills you've developed, the late nights you've put in, and the sacrifices you've made to get where you are today. Those experiences shape who you are and what you can achieve. With the right mindset, a solid plan, and a supportive community, you can navigate this financial landscape while safeguarding your mental health. Start by acknowledging your feelings. It's okay to feel stressed or anxious about finances. You're not alone in this. Many people are facing similar challenges, and talking about it can be incredibly freeing. Reach out to friends, family, or even online communities. Sharing your experiences can lighten the load and remind you that you're part of a larger conversation. Next, let's talk about actionable steps. What's one small change you can make today? Maybe it's setting up a budget to track your expenses or researching loan forgiveness programs. Perhaps it's simply taking a moment to breathe and practice gratitude for what you have. These small steps can lead to significant changes over time. If this message resonates with you, consider sharing it with someone else who might be struggling. You never know how your words can impact someone else's journey. Let's create a ripple effect of support and encouragement. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment with one small step you're taking toward financial peace. It could be anything: a new budgeting app you're trying, a financial book you've picked up, or even a mindset shift you're embracing. Your story could inspire someone else to take action, too. Remember, you are not defined by your debt. You have the power to shape your future, and every small step counts. Let's keep this conversation going and support each other as we work toward a brighter, more financially secure tomorrow.